Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Food from all of the base. My ace boom goon, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Say homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters. This ice bucket dropping over their head with it. They should have cred with it. You either fight or flight. I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stocked my bare kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered. I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we start the new season with an AFC West Division battle right out of the gate between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific off season. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Allen now on first down. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. First carry now for Alexander Madison. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On second down, there's the option going left. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The keeper there turning into a big play at 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. And yes, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Play action. Now it's Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along.
And right away, he lost the football. And And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Bradley Chubb there on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the 1st. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Locates Hardman for another catch. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4-4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him bringing it because 4-4 already, I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And his kick is indeed good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome. It
really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
This is taken around the 12. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
From the 29, Mahomes. He finds his man complete. It's Barnett. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
17 yards for the Broncos there as they got themselves a first down. Throwing now is Allen. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Touchdown! Javonte Williams, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 39. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent gain.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. He finds his man complete. That's Barnett. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically, 2nd and 7. Hands it off out of the gun. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce from 8 yards out. And the Chiefs have regained the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Allen going to keep it again.
And all the way home for the Broncos score. Josh Allen, 81 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. That deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't know what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to put...
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On play action, Allen. And this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
It certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Allen. Well, it's caught on the right side of Smith. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Allen. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Well, that's one stuff. We'll see if this defense has another in their back pocket.
And I just wonder on the other side of the ball, do you just challenge the big guys up front? This is short yardage situation. We ought to be able to pick this up. Or do you say to yourself, they are awfully tough. I've got to throw it on this down.
To the right side, it's Kelsey.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete.
And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Mahomes to throw once more. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Broncos will have solid field position as they take over at the 45-yard line. It was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll go Madison up the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef, that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Finding Sutton on the out route who makes the catch. And the Broncos have got a first and goal as he's out of bounds at the 4.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown.
Javonte Williams.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Broncos have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Broncos on target.
They will take the 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10.
And he is met quickly in the backfield.
Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Mahomes.
Across the formation, Hardman gets a completion.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Mecole Hardman
from 17 yards out.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Allen going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets it across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. His throw incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback land on you. He did that very well.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Midge used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
That's caught left side by Hardman. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes now to throw. Pass the 20.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Bryce Hall there defensively.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
A 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offense.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space. Let them do what they do.
Throwing is Allen. This is Smith with a grab. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
But it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Now Allen, gotta have this one.
On a bad time late for a poor throw, it's intercepted. And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game. And 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the second quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.